update, and I was able to take weights on them today and roughly run the numbers and try to figure out what we will be looking at for dress weights. It's about what they were at last year. We just have more unreserved birds. We actually raised more birds. We had 20 more birds than we had last year, which we have raised in previous years, but with the economy, I can't say that I'm super surprised that we have extras left over. So if you are in the Western New York area, Buffalo region, and you are still in need of a fresh Thanksgiving turkey for the 2025 holiday, we have, I don't know, probably around 20 that are still unreserved. As my two children were assisting me, I was home with a sick child today. He came down with a stomach bug. There was so much unpleasant substances coming out of his mouth, but they did help me, much to their dismay. No, they did it. They were fine. They didn't complain too much. But we did take weights on every single bird, and I believe the final count was 54 is what we ended up with. But most of the birds we have available right now are between the 15 to 19 pound range, I think. But we will be loading them onto the trailer, the cattle trailer, tomorrow morning, and they will be taken to the processor. And then tomorrow afternoon, I will be picking them up in neat little bags. So I didn't do as many updates on the turkeys this year as I had wanted to. I wanted to document more of the actual raising process and what goes into it, and when we move them from this location to this location, out of the brooder, off the heat lamp, etc., etc. But life just got crazy once the school year started. I had a whole lot less time than I thought I would have. So I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I can't complain. Definitely going to raise less next year, but we've been doing Thanksgiving turkeys since 2018. We've slowly grown in size. Last year we only had 35 because of fatality issues, but we've got it down almost to a science at this point. Be on the lookout of the overview of this year's group. I didn't do one last year because I just didn't have time. But looking at the 2023 one, I really want to make an effort to do that this year. So I will be taking all of the live pictures and the videos I've taken of them this year, most likely doing a voiceover with this year's current numbers and what we ended up with. A lot of people really enjoyed that the first time that I did it and provided so much detail. So it's always interesting, and I like getting feedback from other people who also do this and examining the ways that we can change things in the future. But I don't know, we just started with a dream in 2018 and a couple of beef cows. It's just grown from there. So I didn't grow up raising turkeys. We started with 8 here, and we've just grown. So if you don't see any of my other videos pop up on your FYP, happy Thanksgiving. This is not how I wanted to spend the superintendent's day that I had time to work in my room, but here we are. When vomit calls, you don't get a say.